Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 9 of the Who Even Asked podcast. On today's episode, we discussed two main questions, that being, if you could only choose 3 exercises to do for the rest of your life, what would those 3 exercises be and how are you picking them? And the second question is, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what is that meal and what sort of factors are you considering about it? This one's a bit of fun. Most of it's just us laughing, I think. So hope you enjoy. Right, let's go.
I'm running the podcast.
You're not running the podcast, mate. This is my podcast, remember?
Oh, all right.
What?
As the new leader of the podcast slash CEO,
Leader of the pod.
leader of the pod. New format for this week. We'll just try it out.
We'll call you the Hop, head of pod.
Head of the pod.
You know, like
The Hoff.
yeah, the Hoff, yeah, but like for the podcast.
Oh, right.
No.
I hate that.
Yeah, no, too bad, mate. That's what you are.
We're going to go with the question of the day. We do this in, we've just started doing this in sessions. It's good. Icebreakers. It's probably sometimes where we want to talk about ourselves, but I think some weeks we just don't have anything exciting to talk about, right?
I mean, I didn't do anything interesting this week.
I didn't.
No.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes I feel like maybe I've done something interesting, but by the end of the weekend, you're sort of like, by the time it hits Wednesdays when we do these, I've forgotten.
Yeah. Either that or it's
forgotten.
just not that interesting anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Or that.
Or I reckon, you know what happens? Like, we talk to people all day. Maybe we've just talked to too many people about it.
Yeah.
By Monday night, I've already said all I've wanted to
everything
say, and then
yeah.
I've got to somehow get through the next 4 days. So we go with the question of the day. Question of the day at the gym. We've been doing that. Good fun. Good conversation.
Have you got a new
starters.
question?
I do.
for this?
All right, I do. I've got a question
Is
for
this
you.
going to pop up on slideshow tonight?
It is. It's already on there now,
okay.
but we just haven't turned the TV on yet.
Yep.
But
Yep.
the question of the day is, what is the dumbest way you've hurt yourself?
Oh, I don't know if I have one of those. What have I even injured? I don't think I've actually injured
Does
anything.
It doesn't have to be like a broken leg
yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
Just you going, oh, that's pretty dumb.
You're always headbutting shit, so...
Yeah, I know, but that wouldn't be my answer. Because
What's your
that's
answer?
just a regular occurrence for me. Because that wouldn't be exceptional in any way. It happens
No.
weekly.
Dumbest way I've...
I'll start, because
You start, yeah. You've got probably a good answer.
Well, I used to ride BMX a little bit.
Ooh.
I was a bit of a biker guy.
Didn't you used to ride BMX, Mats? No, skating, that was your thing.
You would, at the very least, you
Yeah.
were a scooter.
You had a scooter.
I had a ripstick.
Yeah.
What's a ripstick?
You know, those ones that
Oh,
So that's
I could
kinda
never do
like
that.
skateboarding.
I was always jealous of kids that could do that.
I could do that.
That's why I got a one wheel.
Is it all in the hips, or is it in the hips or in the
Yeah, it
arms?
is in the
It is in the
hips.
hips.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do it.
Back in your hip hop dancing days.
Yes, see, I was very fluid in the hips.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
Not so much anymore.
Did you not hear me before? Does like 2 minutes on the assault bike. Oh my god.
Broken legs.
That's no hips. That's all knee. That's the
Oh,
other
my
legs.
fucking hip flexors are killing me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's the front. Anyway, whatever. To answer the question,
Yeah, how'd you hurt yourself?
I used to. This is the one that comes to mind. Is probably not the dumbest, but I do remember it. It's like I used to ride BMX, and I did have this. You know, when you got like a friend who influences you because they're actually good at something.
Yep.
And then you just obviously hanging out with them, but you're actually never any good. So I was BMXing a bit, and then there was like 2 injuries. One was like my friend and a couple of other guys that he was friends with, like, would create their own like dirt ramps. But I'm talking like we went down to this one that they'd made that was like literally like 2 meter ramp, like massive, like taller than you. So you go up it, and then you were up in the air
You're
for like
talking to you, not me.
You were up in the air for a long time. And so I remember like face planting a couple of times with that. But then I remember one time like I was just going up and down my street on my BMX trying to like bunny hop, right? Like just literally like get off the ground.
Yeah.
And I had somehow one of my foot slipped off, and then the actual pedal itself had like just completely like dug into my, and then
Achilles?
just ripped all the way up.
Oh.
And I had this massive like cut and massive scar that I think the scar's kind of gone away now, but I was in so much pain that I tried to walk it off. And I remember at the time, mum was outside as well, because there was all of us kids in the front yard, and I was a teenager, but I'd like...
Which house was this at? Was
my
that
old house.
Your old house.
Yeah. So probably like 14 or 15 or something. Anyway, so I like fully, like my foot slipped off, the pedals like just completely just cut into my leg and slid up, massive gash, deep, and I just tried to walk it off and I went inside, and then Mum's come in like 10 minutes later, are you all right? I'm like,
No.
Not really.
yeah.
Starts crying.
That's what I remember anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything else from you guys?
Do you have any
You gotta have an injury.
dumb injury?
Mine would probably just be like the one time that I almost like shaved my bone. That slipped over
Wasn't
the
this
shower.
recently?
No, but I did tell the story recently.
Yeah, you told us the other
What
day.
did
That's
What
why
did
it
you do?
sprung to my mind.
Ah.
what did you... How?
I slipped in the shower while I was shaving my leg.
Oh, right.
And I split like all of my skin
Ugh.
open almost to like stitches. I've still got a scar there. And I feel like I've lost like a layer of skin because I can feel my bone very easily. on
Yeah.
that
The
shin.
scar, there'd be
It's
scar
literally
tissue.
on the shin bone. So.
Does the hair grow there? Because that's one
No.
good thing about scar tissue. The hair doesn't grow there. There you go. You don't have to shave it ever again. Hot tip, guys. Forget laser.
I
Just get
come in
scarring
the next day
everywhere.
and my whole leg is just scarred.
Yeah. There's no skin on it. That's a bit gruesome. What's mine? I don't remember this, but I've been told the story. Very Sri Lankan injury.
I'm not saying anything. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I stood growing up we'd always have like family barbecue things, which is not actual immediate family, but like family friends and stuff would go to a park and have barbecue. That's not the Sri Lankan part, guys. That's very Aussie.
Okay, keep going.
We would play cricket
There you
at
go.
the park.
That's-
There you go.
that's
That's the
We
Sri
used
Lankan
to
part.
do that like on Christmas and stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I decided to go and I'd ask my dad a question as he was pulling the bat
Oh, the backswings.
Oh.
and I copped it in the head,
Yeah.
and I got knocked out.
Knocked out?
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. Anyway, so that's why
How
I'm
old are
a
you?
little bit special.
That's why I can't remember it.
Yeah, I think I must have been like 3 or 4 years old. Like I don't actually remember it,
Oh, okay.
but I've been told the story multiple times.
Yeah, nice.
That's my dumb
Maybe they're
injury.
lying to you.
Kids are dumb like that. Like,
Yeah.
my sister's birthday was on the weekend, and there was like a slideshow.
Yep.
And one of the photos was with her like eye really swollen and cut, and it was from when we were kids. I remember she stood behind my friend while we were playing golf in the backyard.
Oh,
and,
I've heard
and
the
I
story.
told her.
Yeah.
You told this.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, and like that. That was her fault because like I told her to get back.
Did
and then
you
she
already
just
put this
stayed there.
question on the slideshow?
No.
No.
How
no.
did we already heard 2 of our stories this week?
You were talking about someone falling in the shower, and then that brought up your story of the
No,
shower.
I don't even think that was right.
Yeah, someone. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this was.
Moving on. Anyway, so what was our actual podcast question / topic today? The exercise.
Oh, yeah.
We got two.
Yes.
The first one is if you could only do 3 exercises for the rest of your training life. Now, think not just now what you like doing for exercise, but also that, you know, as you age, you can only do these movements.
That's too hard.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
requires too much like forward thinking, and I'm
Do
just.
you want me to start? Because I've forward thought this multiple times.
Whoa.
Keep
Yeah.
it to 3.
Keep it to 3. Trap bar deadlift.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Makes sense?
Yep.
Hinge movement, also a bit of a squat movement.
Yep.
You can load it up pretty heavy. Good amount of axial loading.
Safe.
Yep. It's fairly safe. You keep doing it as you're aging.
Elderly can do it. Yep.
Yep.
Makes sense.
All right. My next one, going to be controversial, but a clean and press. Right? I think you can
Dumb.
keep doing it as you age.
What fucking 60-year-old's going to be cleaning and pressing out
There's
there?
masters Olympic lifting competitions with 60-year-olds doing stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about gym pop.
No, I'm talking about me. If I had to select 3 exercises,
So you're just
What-
assuming
what
you're going to
3?
be an elite athlete for the rest of your entire life?
I'm not an elite athlete now. So, and then one more, my third one. I honestly think it would have to be. I want to say a bench press, just because you know, you got to keep yourself. You got to keep yourself, you know, enjoying training.
This rookie.
I'm
over
bro,
here,
I'm a
this
bro.
Rookie over
I
here,
like it.
he's gone
No.
with 1 leg movement, makes sense.
Yeah.
Then he's gone with 2 pushing movements.
Yeah.
No, clean-
Absolutely nothing for
no,
back.
clean.
Absolutely nothing.
Where's the back? Where's the back in it clean?
What do you mean? To do the hype, like
So
you've got
a
to get it
shrug.
off the ground. Yeah.
That's not a back exercise.
And then if you load
That's
up,
how
if you
to
load
put your
it,
back out exercise. If you want to injure
That's how you
yourself.
end up
Wow.
with this posture. Like,
just jacked.
jeez.
Gorilla spec.
All right.
What would
You
yours
can go,
be?
Corey, if you've got one.
Mine would be similar in that I would try and find the closest thing to a squat / hinge,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it probably is trap bar. But I think that, you know what, just for the sake of a bit of a difference, I'm going to just go with a box squat.
Yeah, I was going to say squat.
And
You
that
can
can
still say
be,
squat.
you can still say it. And then that can be regressed as needed be as you get older. But
Yeah.
I think box squat's always pretty okay. And then my second is a seated row.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably a medium attachment. Probably doesn't matter that much, but something like that. About that, yay. And then the third one, I'm going to go dumbbell press. Dumbbell bench press. Because I think you get a little bit of extra value out of
Ooh,
the further stretch.
Yep.
And the requirement to stabilize wouldn't leave you.
Yep.
All right, Mads.
Mads.
Yeah, mine would be like a squat movement.
Yeah, you got to pick one though.
But if I'm old, I don't want to be lifting a barbell. Like I'd probably
What about
just
a safety
regress
bar?
it to like, I fucking hate the safety bar.
You hate it?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Ugh,
Ooh.
disgusting.
I love our safety bar.
You know what?
I think
Hopefully
it's
I
cute.
can steal.
It's a cute little safety bar.
Yeah, it
like
is
some
nice.
of the new ones they're bringing
Yeah,
out,
new
they
ones
look
are
that
ugly.
nice.
Yeah. We've got a hot looking safety bar.
So
I'm sorry. Do you guys want me to continue now? Or?
Yeah, please.
Keep going.
I would do a barbell squat then,
Yep.
and then I would do a seated shoulder press because you can either do that on a machine when you're quite old, you know, safer. You can
Dumbbells, barbell,
lesser. I would go dumbbell.
dumbbell.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I got nothing else really.
Just the
You got
two.
one more, just two.
You can copy. You can copy it.
You can
so
copy,
don't have to
yeah.
Come with something original.
I feel like I should probably put like a core exercise in there because then that's
we
just gonna,
think, yeah.
you know, keep my back in check and
Yep.
everything else like
Oh.
that. So,
What do you reckon? What can it?
probably something of like a dead bug.
Oh. Yep.
Okay.
Do we want to do a fourth exercise? Because I just thought of one
Say
that
it.
I'd love to add. Because I thought abs and I like a hanging knee raise or a hanging leg raise.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Because you're getting the grip strength, overhead stretch.
Yeah,
You're getting
does hurt my hip flex.
you're getting some lower back traction. You're getting traction of the spine, and then you're getting some abdominal work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely doable if you start at a reasonable age.
Yeah.
But I think, it only works
As
if you continue to do
you
it for the rest of your life.
continue, yeah.
Because someone trying
No
to
one at
start
70
doing a
start-
hanging leg raise
yeah.
at 70, not happening.
Not happening. No.
Probably not
But you
even
can
just
get
for grip.
attachments and stuff, which also can help you. Now.
Mona's. Have you seen
Yes,
Mona's
they're great.
elbow attachment thing?
Yes.
That thing's
Yeah.
elite.
So I
But
think
I reckon
someone's
that
starting out with that. They'd
I
be
reckon
fine.
that requires a fair bit of strength to be
It
able
does,
to hold
yeah,
your elbow
yeah,
in that
yeah.
position.
You need a decent amount of shoulder strength and lat strength to hold the position as well. But if you're doing it trap bar deads, probably strong enough.
If you're doing a seated shoulder press, happy days.
Strong enough, yeah. Yep. All right.
I just want to know beforehand, Maddie.
Yeah.
Is the reason you wanted the shoulder press in there is because you don't is there a reason that it's good for you, or is it just because you want to have sick looking
Delts.
shoulders in your 80s
Yeah.
and 90s? Yeah,
Yeah.
you just want to be
Yeah.
Good
that triangle look.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So that people don't try and rob me when I'm older.
Yeah,
and
no,
fail.
you want to look like a jacked old person, so no one
Exactly.
tries to rob you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to look
And
dangerous.
just take them out of my shoulder.
Yeah,
They'll
Yep.
be so big.
yeah. None of these young age dweebs are lifting any weight. No.
And no one ever when you're that age, you can kind of get away with some petty crimes, right? Because you look, no one's gonna arrest
not a
you for yeah. If you
They
if
probably
you,
just thought I had dementia or something if I
You forgot.
accidentally
Yeah.
stole something.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, goodness.
Exactly right.
My memory these days. Me now.
and you're actually
On that, what's the most expensive thing you've stolen, even accidentally?
expensive thing I've
Oh,
stolen.
no, it would just be my groceries.
Your groceries. That's where I
All
was
of
going.
them?
That's where I was going with
I've
this.
stolen a lot of groceries. That was before they brought in all the stuff where you couldn't steal.
Yeah. This
gotta
is the
be
reason we
creative.
have security measures at
Probably.
Coles.
No, I'm literally the reason why the Patterson Lakes Coles changed their whole system.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm-
Single-handedly.
I'm talking like $200 worth of stuff. I was walking out of there for like $45.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's how, yeah, right.
You know what? We have to pay that much in fucking tax and just bullshit. The least they
How
could do
long ago
is
was
fucking
this?
give me free sanitary
yeah,
items
wait,
or
don't
something.
give away
Is
too
there
many
a-
details.
No, I just want to know if it's in the statute of limitations still, or you know.
What do you mean?
are we-
This year?
It was this year. So it was,
Wait, what does that mean? So does that mean there's a time frame in which you can no longer be?
No, because it never makes it okay. It doesn't matter what
no,
I
but
do.
if you
like-
did something like
Yeah.
past the statute of limitations, like you can't go to court for it.
Yeah. So when is that time frame?
When is
I don't know.
Is it different for different things?
It's
you
different
do?
for different
Yeah.
crimes.
Okay.
Oh.
Some
Yeah.
have none, some have, and then it depends on the
The
country
fuck
and the
I'm
state.
going away for theft of my own fucking food.
Well, I want to know when it was then.
Yeah.
I told you this.
So $200. So like what? A bottle of milk or something? Is that what you? What did you steal?
Bottle of milk.
What did you
No.
steal?
No,
She
like
would, she would get all her groceries.
you know, on
scan
the
some of
self-serve
it.
conveyor belts,
Yeah.
right? So we were just painting pictures for you. They didn't put in the weight thing, so you didn't have to put your groceries in on the
Oh,
way
I know
up.
what ones you're talking
so,
about now.
like, you could just load it straight into your trolley. So, like, you'd scan one thing, but while you were scanning this can of like drink, you'd be putting in.
Oh, God.
Just scoop it in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a can of Pepsi.
Yeah.
Done.
It's just 3 weeks worth. It's
No, you know what I thought? Why I thought? Well, I thought of this because our conversation yesterday about was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Last night.
And then also because Laurie and I accidentally stole a loaf of bread, and we're both like, do we go back in and pay for it?
Nah, fuck that.
And then we're like, it's a loaf of bread.
It's a fucking loaf of bread.
We just
Yeah, there's so many other people doing worse things out there. You
Yeah,
know, we're
yeah.
just trying to keep ourselves fucking fit
Fed.
and healthy,
Yeah.
and it costs us $700 a week to do so.
Mm.
It's ridiculous.
it's criminal almost.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've.
All right.
All
I
right.
don't- I don't
You don't
think-
have. You've never even accidentally stolen something.
That's such a lie.
Let me check the mics. Make sure you guys are still on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
We're on, but limited. Someone's in the red. We didn't charge our microphones before this
Not in
podcast.
the, yeah, all right. I don't think I mean, I
You don't
probably
think
got minor things, but nothing like
Nothing Maddie's
Oh,
level. That's craziness. Yeah.
Maddie over here.
It's intentional. Like, I do it. I've done it accidentally that once. I reckon maybe there's been other occasions where I've also accidentally done it. Like, but nothing on purpose.
Mm. I used to do this thing when I worked at Kmart where you would get a section. So at the time, Kmart had more stuff. They had like the confectionery area and the like regular food, and then they had like all the fancy stuff they don't have. Like they used to have like video games stuff at Kmart. Remember
yeah.
that?
Yep.
Anyway, so you get assigned a section. You just go through in 3 hours. You have to like clean up that section
You
for
gotta
the
merch
next
it.
day.
You gotta merchandise it.
Yeah, it's like
That
put
was cool.
things to the
Yeah,
front,
yeah.
take
Yeah.
things that don't belong on the shelf, put them in a trolley.
Didn't you work at Kmart too, Matt?
Reject shop.
Reject shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, if you got assigned confectionery, like that whole section was like lollies, chips, drinks,
Yep.
all that sort of stuff. There was this agreement that all of the staff had, which was that you would like, you'd open a couple packets of things
You'd
and
accidentally
pretend,
open it. Yeah, yeah, it
pretend
was
they're already
open.
Oh,
open,
they're
and then you
damaged.
bring them into
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
Because we all brought the trolleys into like this one central place, and that's where you'd go through the trolleys and put stuff back where that belonged. But then you'd also
Yeah.
have your open packets of stuff because you can't sell it. But they weren't. It wasn't like it was opened on the shelf. Like you'd open it on. The,
Oh,
oh, no, I've got to
whoops.
put this back, and then you'd start. You know,
Yeah.
so Easter time you eat chocolate, and you know, rest of the year you just have like
So you
pack of
have
chips.
stolen.
Lollies. Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Stealing.
That's theft.
It
That's
stayed. It
theft.
stayed in the shop. Never left the shop.
That doesn't make it any. If
I
you
never
didn't,
left the premises.
But if you
so,
didn't pay for it, then it's theft.
Yeah, it's theft.
well, if I'm still in the shop though.
Yeah,
Technically not.
Definitely
Stolen.
past that. What is it called? The statute of limitations.
If I go in your house and I
Yeah.
start using your PlayStation but I don't leave, I haven't stolen your Xbox. I'm
That's,
just using
that's
it.
in my
I mean, the
house.
PlayStation's different because it's
The
not
shop,
a.
I'm still in the shop.
No, you've got that
Alright.
all wrong. Anyways,
Then question number 2 we had, which was I guess food related. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would that meal be, and what are you taking? What were your like factors that you're like factoring in? And I've thought about this as well.
what's yours? You go first. I'm interested.
Fried rice because
Okay.
I think rice as a carb sits well on my stomach.
Yep.
Right, and then the fried rice you'd put egg in it, you'd put vegetables in it. Then I'd add veggies to it in the fried rice.
Yep.
And
Are you
then,
allowed to
and
do
then,
that? Are you
yeah,
allowed to add to a
beef,
meal?
Beef fried rice.
Okay, as long as it's still
Is it a standard
real
stock
meal
standard?
that exists.
Yeah, yeah. You're not just inventing
You're
your
just
own.
adding things to a meal.
All right, I'm gonna say beef fried rice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. You got egg, you got beef, you got some veggies, you got carbs.
Yeah.
Well, then mine would be the same because I said chicken and rice.
Yeah, yours is just chicken and rice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't. I got extra protein from the eggs.
I'd rather just starve to death and do that for the rest of my life. I reckon I can make it a year eating chicken and rice.
Nah.
Didn't
How
someone
we
do a
go.
potato thing once? Didn't some guy just eat potatoes only for a while?
Yeah,
And he
I've
survived.
heard people talking
Yeah.
about this nonsense where they, like, you know, there's like a story that apparently Madonna used to eat only popcorn or some bullshit, but it's just not true. Like, you would
No,
die.
I think this guy's actually just been a potato eater. Like, that's all he said.
There's no way. There's like those people who claim that they don't eat at all and they survive. Like, they're sneaking
Let's have
stuff.
a look on the interwebs. See if we can find this guy's. Corey, you go.
Mine,
I'll do some.
mine. I'm not really thinking of like. Mine's just pizza, because I think with pizza you can have a lot of variety and it's still technically classified as pizza.
So you don't care about your health then? Because you're going to be fat if you eat pizza for the rest of your life.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, well.
Portion
Yeah.
controlled.
Yeah, no one's saying
I'm
he has to
having-
eat.
Here's what I'm having. I'm going. I'm making little mini pizzas all day.
All
And I-
day. You're going to have mini pizzas all day. You're going to be fat.
Well, I'm not going to eat the same. I'm not going to eat the same pizza
I
for
reckon you
breakfast,
can
lunch,
only
and
eat
dinner.
the same pizza. Like, just like I can only
No,
have the
that's what the amazing thing about pizza is. It's a whole.
Well, you could say the same
variety
about
of different
fried
things.
rice. Fried rice,
I
you could
can
have
eat chicken
multiple
rice,
different. Yeah.
I'm only allowed to eat pizzas that actually exist.
Okay, I'm only like fried rice that
you're
exist.
right, yeah. So
Okay.
you can change it up. You can go beef, you can go chicken, but as
Yeah.
long as it's actually a meal that exists
Siri
today,
said she's not sure she understands.
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
doesn't understand.
No.
Well, okay. So I think that your pizza gives you a heap of variety,
Yeah.
so you don't get bored of it,
Yeah.
and you're getting your carbohydrates from the base. It's like kind of like a slow carbohydrate, right?
Yep.
And then you've got like the option of tomato. You've got the option of like, if you want a bit of seafood, you can have like your anchovies.
You know
can have
what,
olives.
though?
You can
You're
have...
limited to how much you can put on a pizza.
No.
You're
I'm
not
saying
limited to how much fried rice.
Put in like how much you could put in a fried rice.
Yeah. Or like how much you could eat of it. Because you can't pile up a pizza base like this much.
that's why I'm saying what I'm doing is I'm having a breakfast pizza, and it's probably like yay big. Then I've got my lunch pizza, and I've got my dinner pizza, and maybe you know what? You know what else?
Dessert
You know what?
pizza.
Dessert pizzas
Nutella
exist
pizza.
because you can get Nutella pizza. You can probably get a
never
chocolate
had.
pizza.
I've never had a
And
Nutella
you're
pizza.
telling me that you're not going to be fat after you
I
eat 4
am
pizzas
portion
a day.
controlling.
No, bullshit.
I'm having. Here's what I'm doing. I'm
Portion
doing
control goes out of the window
I'm
when we're talking
doing-
about qualities of food.
either one large slice or 2 small slices for breakfast. Oh, cool car.
It's a hearse. A hearse just drove past and Corey said, "Cool car."
I was like, oh. He's like, oh, come
He's like,
on.
"Yeah, pimp my ride in that thing."
If you're eating just chicken and rice, it's not
That's
long
gonna
before
be
you're in
you're
that
in
bad
that
boy.
thing.
Yeah, well, at least I won't have fucking high cholesterol and diabetes and be fucking.
Your
300
meal has no
kilos.
vegetables, mate. You're gonna die from vitamin loss. You're not even gonna last like pizza.
Right. So the guy Corey
yeah.
is an Australian guy who ate pizza. He ate potatoes only. He ate potatoes only for a whole year. I remember this being in the
In a
news.
bid to lose weight.
He lost 50 kilos, which is probably he was malnourished. This guy was malnourished.
I just don't believe that he could. Like, what are these?
These are
what's the
photo
diet?
evidence for you. Spudfit, that's his name.
Spud fits his Instagram.
So
He believed he could get everything he needed. Well,
I mean,
Is that
I don't
true?
think he thought.
Is
so
that true?
I
they're
don't think
also
it's
high in
all.
vitamin A, E, and C.
but what else? Because that's not enough. Also, you can poison yourself with vitamin A because it's fat soluble.
Yeah.
Spud.
Yeah. Spud, you look it up
He's
his
probably-
Instagram. Oh no,
Spud
he's there
fit.
still. Yep.
Andrew Taylor.
There you go.
Mm,
I remember this being
it.
in the news.
Oh, hang on a second. What are these meals he's posting?
Where's his
Yeah, hold on.
photo?
Those,
not
those
just
meals are
potato.
just potato, yeah.
That's what I
He's
thought.
probably not doing it anymore.
No, I don't think he's doing it anymore. Yeah, he is. That guy looks like a spud. Good on you, Andrew. Well done, mate.
I need to find these before.
Alright.
Look,
Is yours chicken and rice,
Tangerines.
man? Yours is
you sure you're not going to have any
Yeah.
veggies?
Yeah.
At least my
chicken,
pizza
rice,
option.
broccoli. You know, you
Yeah,
could do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a meal though? Because that's just ingredients at that stage. Because then I could just say, well, I'll have this.
Yeah, no, that's it. I agree.
Well, you just have ingredients on a freaking wrap thing.
I can have the only thing I can't
just
have
call
on my
it
pizza.
pizza.
I can't have rice on a pizza because I don't think anyone's ever done that, right?
I think that would be delicious.
Well, I reckon you've got to only pick standard pizzas. You know, a classic
none of
Italian
these-
pizzas.
yeah.
None of these Nutella ones.
Gourmet
Yeah,
shit.
no, that's fine.
And no one makes a breakfast
Breakfast
pizza.
pizza. Yeah, there's no egg on pizza.
Aussie.
No. There is. There's Aussie, yeah.
No,
Exactly
but that's
right.
not a classic
That's
pizza.
not, and it's not classic.
Aussie's not a classic
No,
pizza. Are
it is.
you- what do we-
Dude, it's called Aussie
If
pizza.
you ask Italians, they're going to say that only margarita then. And that's
Yeah.
just dumb.
Well, that's what you chose, mate.
No.
Oh, God.
Look, in the comments, list all the pizzas that you think are actually
Yeah, what counts?
acceptable.
If you're Italian, because that's the only people who can have some credibility
Why are you
here.
asking like anyone's going to comment?
No, Veronica's going to comment. Veronica's Italian and she's passionately Italian. So
Yeah.
Did she even
what
listen?
counts as pizza? She will. We'll tell her to listen. What counts as pizza? What doesn't?
What do you mean, what doesn't?
Well, I reckon if you take a list of 20 pizzas on like an average Australian pizza shop, I reckon there's at least half of them that don't count as actual pizzas.
No. There's maybe like 6
Yeah.
that are like
Yeah.
the pizzas.
What are you?
Yeah.
What are your 6 then? I'm so
I reckon
confused.
margarita.
Margarita, Hawaiian.
Oh, no, that doesn't
Meatballs.
count. That doesn't count. Margarita does not count as pizza.
It's literally
I don't
named
know,
after a different
Margarita
country.
does. Margarita does.
It's literally one
Hawaiian
of the
doesn't.
most popular pizzas in the world.
Yeah.
Are you guys done?
No, in Australia it is.
No.
It's because it's popular, not because it's
Meat
traditional.
lovers?
I don't know if meat lovers even counts.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Mate, you're the one who went there. I was.
I reckon pepperoni. I reckon there's only a very few. I reckon it's like a proper margarita, proper pepperoni pizza.
Supreme?
I don't know if that's actually a thing.
No, these
I
are all
don't
Aussie pizzas.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's
The capricciosa, is that what it's called?
capricciosa. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
probably.
that's-
Capricciosa?
true.
There's
Yeah.
no H in it. Capricciosa.
Capricciosa? I don't know. Well, we were probably pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, that's one. And I reckon that's it. I reckon they're the top. What do you... Yeah. Laurie, any inputs here?
I've been really hamstrung here.
You can't pronounce the rest of it.
So,
So
alright.
there's a
I don't
bunch
have them
that... Yeah.
On that note, then your fried rice only traditional,
Yeah, I agree.
and then
I
you
agree.
lose all your options.
No, there's lots of options in
I
traditional
disagree.
fried
I
rices.
reckon if you went to the country of origin, they're going to be like, there's only one type.
Where's the
And
country
that's it.
origin of fried
And
rice,
it doesn't
though?
have meat in it.
What?
A traditional fried rice.
Well,
It's
it'd have
would be
egg.
vegetarian. Yeah, just egg.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Mm.
Alright,
Is it?
guys.
All right, let's call it.
Let's fight. Let's go.